Hello everybody. Today we will learn about Chapter 8, File Operations and System Service. The objective of this topic is to teach students the basic methods to manipulate text files in C programs using sequential access techniques. The learning outcomes is to be able to open, read, and write text file in C programs using sequential access. Secondly, is to be able to use appropriate functions to manipulate file operations. This chapter is about how do we interface C programs to the system. We want to read and write external files. These are important for practical programs. Why? Simply because the computer RAM is volatile and content is lost during power loss. So we need to save the files on a non-volatile storage, for example, hard disk, flash drive, etc. In C programs, file streams are viewed as continuous stream of bytes. In computer OS, Unix, Windows, 3 file streams are opened automatically. You can input from keyboard and the output will be on the screen. Program in the previous chapters, we use standard in and output to standard out, meaning we read from the keyboard and the output will be on the screen. Operating system allow computer file as input or output. The key is using this direction sign. If you want to input something to the program, you use this sign. And if you want to output to a file, we use this sign. Let's see an example. We have a source code file like this. Printf hello world. Okay, now we want to compile it. Printf hello world. So if we execute and run, it will display on the screen hello world. So how do we make the output of a program into a text file? It's simple. We go to the command prompt where the exe file of this source code is there. Okay, so the file name is file.exe. Okay, if you run file, it will come up hello world. So if you want to save this hello world, we type file this direction into file name, say for example hello2.txt. Okay, so now the file, the hello world text will be inside the hello2.txt. So if you open the text file, you see the file, the string hello worlds. Okay, now given the code gets.exe below, how do we input from hello text file instead of keyboard? Okay, so we have this source code with input string from the keyboard. So let's run this code. Compile. And run. So if we run this code, this is how do we enter from the keyboard. Okay. So now we want to enter, to use the code to enter data from the text file. So how do we do it? Just type the source code, and after that we type this direction sign, and the input tag is from hello.txt. Okay, so let's try this. The source code name is file. We input from hello to just now is .txt. So the hello world will come out on the screen. So this means we input from the hello to .txt. So redirection facility is simple in file operation in C. However, there is a limitation. We can only use one file during runtime. So what's the solution? So we need to do file operation inside the C program. C file has two file operation modes: sequential access, similar to ancient cassette tapes, and secondly is random access, similar analogy to compact disc. So in our file operation, we will only focus on sequential access. The basic file operations, first is open and then close. So to open a file, we use this function file *fopen, the name of the file and what type of mode of operation to open the file. And to close the file, use this function fclose file. Okay, this is an example of opening and closing files. Integer main, first we have to declare the file pointer, okay, using file *fptr. And then we can create a file for read only using this statement fptr equal to fopen input text, and r is the mode of how do we want to read the file. Here is to catch error in fopen function. So in case the file is not there, so there will be error in opening files. Okay, so we use this statement if fptr equal to null, printf error in opening file, and then exit from the program. And lastly is to close the file. The mode, file opening modes, there are this table shows the file opening modes available: R, W, A, plus, and B. B is binary mode, read mode, R is read mode, W is write. With the write, we can create and also truncate. A, we can write and create, and plus, we can read and write. We will see some example in the following slides. Sequential file operation. So the function for read is fgetC, fscanf, and fgetS. For write, fputC, fprintf, and fputs. The file pointer is one-way traffic. Okay. So at the end of the file, we use end of file to is the last character inside the file. So FEOF can be used to determine end of file is reached. If the end of file marker is reached, a non-zero value is written. Otherwise, 0 is written. Okay, example, display content of a file on the screen. Okay, now let's display the content of the file on the screen. So we have declared a file, fptr, and the character file name. Printf enter file to be displayed, get the file name, and open the files. So before we proceed further, we need to catch error in fopen functions. In case the file is not there, we need to report error in opening files. So if the file is not there, then there will be error in opening files. So we use get c equal to get c fptr, while c is not end of file. Okay, we put the character, whatever the content on the file, onto the screen. Then go to the next character. Okay, so if we execute this source code and run, enter file to be displayed. I've created a file where it contains temperature of a list of temperature, the data temperature, which is called in Fahrenheit. Okay. So temp.f.txt contains this data. So it's a temperature list of temperatures in Fahrenheit. Okay. So we'll see the output on the screen. Sequential file operations. These are the functions that are used in the file operation. fgetC, the equivalence in the function is getC, fputC, putC, fscanf, equivalent function is scanf, fprintf, printf, fputs, puts, fgetS is getS. So you can go through this function and see what is the usage of the functions fgetC, fputC, fscanf, fprintf, fputs, and fgetS. Okay. We will see in the next slides in the next class what is the how to use this file operation functions. So that's the end of this lesson today. Thank you very much. See you soon.